Hi again, it's Lynn and Candace from Free Spirits Healing. So today is Friday, and on Fridays we will be pulling cards for Friday, just to, I don't know, kind of tell you what you need to know for that day. As far as us, we've already pulled cards for ourselves this morning, but we thought that this would be a little bit more authentic for you guys out there. So that you can actually see, we're going to pull from our own decks. So today I have my angel cards and Candace has her fairy cards. These angel cards are actually mine. That weird. This is my deck that I pull my cards from for me personally. I do have another deck that I pull for other people. But today, I told Candace, I said, I don't think I'm supposed to pull from that one. I think I'm supposed to use mine. And she was like, yeah, that's the feeling that I keep getting, is that you're supposed to use your angel cards, and that's why I told you to bring those.
Angels and fairies.
So today we're doing angels and fairies. Candace has a larger
Lots of cards.
A larger variety.
These are the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Since it is tarot, there's a lot more cards. But actually that's not always necessarily true. Some oracle cards have big decks too. But these cards, although they are tarot, they read like oracle cards. And I don't know if it's going to be reversed on the video. It's reversed for me on the screen, but
get a mirror.
Sometimes it shows up.
Just kidding.
Sometimes it shows up normal, sometimes it doesn't, so I don't know.
Maybe we can scoot them.
So, right now we're just going to ask Spirit and the fairies and angels to come in and and for Archangel Michael to protect us from any negative energies. I'm just going to ask the fairies and angels to give us guidance as we do this reading. And give me just a moment here. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle a little bit and see what card pops up, and it was very obvious. Seven of Summer. Oh my goodness, guys. Have you been putting stuff off? Sorry, the reflection gets bad. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So this kind of goes with something that we were talking about earlier, actually, surrendering. You know that overthinking things, just, I don't know, focusing too much attention, worrying too much, you have to let it go, surrender it to the universe, and the answers will come. You don't need to know all the details. You only need to know the big picture. And so, you know, that's part of the reading here, but you also need to remember not to procrastinate things. And I am the worst procrastinator. I put things off until the very last minute. We just talked about this today too. We put things off until the last minute. Well, no more procrastinating. You got to get on those things, and you'll have so much less stress in your life. And that goes for me too.
Yeah, because we totally were going to procrastinate. This is something that we were procrastinating on, making these videos and doing our readings. So yeah, we were just talking about that. So shame on us a little bit.
I'm going to show you this card one more time, and I'm really hoping that I reflect that. Yeah, the glare. We have the sun in front of us. There we go. So you see that rainbow of many colors and the fairy, and just kind of see what comes to you as you look at that. And if there's anything that kind of stands out to you, then you can kind of take that meaning for yourself and your own even more personal reading. And for some reason it had looked like this was like a waterfall or something. It's not, but when I'm looking on the screen it looks like it, so I was kind of picking up things there. So you might see things that are a little bit different. So no more procrastinating. Make a decision. When you make a decision, then the answers start coming to you too. So if you're just like, I don't know if I want to do this, I don't know if I want to do that, just decide what you want to do, and then suddenly like things will open up for you, and you will know exactly what is the right thing to do.
Gosh, my hands are so oh, I can't even look. It's not even shuffling apparently. All right, so if funny, that whole procrastinating thing. And I do my card readings a little bit different than Candace. I know she says stuff out loud, and I kind of just think things to myself.
I do when I do it for myself, but I want you all to know, that
I'm not good at sharing.
No, it's part of, for me, it's part of my throat chakra work. I need to speak these things because people need to know, that we're asking for help from spirit and from the angels.
All right.
And from the fairies in my case. So yeah, everybody does things differently. So we definitely do things differently.
We're very different, and Candace works more of like the fairy and the animal and just that kind of
more earthly energies.
Yeah, my phone's ringing. And I am more of the. So if you watched the video before, you'll know that Candace works more with the ground, and I work more with the
higher realms.
And we didn't just decide, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is kind of how it worked out.
It's just how we are.
It's just how we are. And I mean, I was even commenting today after we were doing the videos, like, you can see how even our dress is very different. We're just different people with the same, very similar abilities and just coming from two different sides. And we thought that would be so wonderful for people to get two different readings or two different versions of the same thing. So
seeing things from different angles.
Yeah.
To get a bigger picture.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my cards, and I usually have a big spirit guy behind me. I didn't pick him. He wasn't, I wasn't like, hey, I want a guy spirit. He's a big guy with big wings, and he helps me through this, and he keeps me safe, and he helps me pick and know what I need to pick for the day. It's this one here. I don't even have to shuffle anymore. This is normally how this works for me. I don't shuffle too much, and something will pop
Yeah,
out.
I don't usually shuffle too much either.
Huh! Balance! I don't know if you guys can see that. It says balance, and so my cards are different. They don't have a big reading on that, but it's funny, we were talking about this, and I've been talking to Candace a lot about this. So balancing in your life. Sometimes there's just things in your life that there's too much work, there's too much school, there's too much this, there's too much that, and you get run down, and your body is falling apart, and your brain is falling apart, and you just need to stop and breathe. And I think a big, huge chunk of balance is knowing when to work and play. That's basically it. Knowing when you need to schedule your work stuff, your school stuff, your activities with your kids, with your family, but you also need to schedule time for you. And sorry, when I pause and stop like this is because something's coming through that I need to tell you. This is about stopping all of the busy stuff, all of the stuff that you don't have to do. Delegate it to someone else. If you can do that, start delegating. Get rid of the tasks that you no longer need in your life. You really need to start sorting through your life and clearing out and making sure that you take a chunk for yourself. It's really important. You need to make time for you. When you're not in balance, your world is not in balance. When you're not in balance, your family is going to be off. And this goes for guys. I know it sounds like I'm talking to a lot of moms because a lot of moms, you're not good at balance. You're not good at taking time for you. But dads do that too, and I think sometimes women and moms overlook the part that guys need the balance too. They carry a lot of stress and weight on their shoulders, and they need to take time for themselves too. Without you, without kids, without work, it's very important for them to have that time, that balance for themselves so that they can provide and do the things that they need to do as men. Women especially, we can't be our best if we're not taking time for ourselves. So this is a really good card for, it's funny because I don't feel like it's for me at all, which is strange because this is my deck for me. This is for you guys. So you know who you are out there. You need to balance. So make schedules, make routines, make lists, anything you can do to make your life easier and carve out that time for yourself, guys and men and women, husbands and wives. So
And what I'm feeling is it's easy to spend a lot of time online doing like pointless stuff. Facebook. Oh, I'm just going to look at Facebook for just a minute. Oh, I'm going to read this article. I'm going to read this article. And how much of that is actually like good or worth taking the time on? I mean, there's some good information. For me, I get a lot of my news on Facebook, but I know that it's so easy to just waste so much time there, and I could have done other things that I really needed to get done, or spend my time doing something fun. And it's funny that Lynn talks about making time for fun, because the fairies were just telling me that yesterday, that or maybe it was the day before, can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, but the fairies are all about making sure that there's balance in the world, and they're very much about having fun. I mean, that's not their main purpose or anything, but they really are always reminding us to have fun and take time for ourselves, be joyful. And when you're joyful, then you are able to manifest things much more quickly. Or I don't know, if you're not joyful at all, it's probably a little hard to manifest anything at all, actually.
More unjoyfulness. You'll bring the bad right
You'll just
into
bring the
you.
bad. Yeah, you're manifesting the bad things. Yeah, law of attraction. What you think about is what you get. So, yeah, hopefully that helps you guys a bit. And then we will be back on Monday and probably do another reading and talk about some stuff. It seems like whatever. Well, when we do a reading, things come up to talk about. So I guess that's what we talk about, the reading. But maybe we'll have other stuff to talk about as well.
We'll see.
So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.